Hello everyone, today we're taking a look at the Toadie Windows virus. This virus is actually written in Pascal and surfaced on August 15th, 1999 when it was posted to various news groups pretending to be a cell phone cloning application. I mean, cell phones in 1999 were the size of bricks, but I guess they were still an attractive enough target for tech-savvy people to get themselves accidentally infected with a piece of malware. Now, I've got 4 variants of it here, all of varying file sizes. I don't remember from my tests which one works, so I'm just going to run all of them because I know some pretty cool effects happen once all of them have infected the machine all at once. And one more cool thing to take a look at before we actually run the virus. I'm going to run a few Windows executables here, like Taskman. We see the Tasks window show up. Neat. We're going to scroll up, run one of my favorites, Solitaire, of course. We always have Solitaire on these videos. And then just a couple other ones. We've got at the very top, ARP, which flashes a bunch of text real quick and then closes. And ASD, which dings and says there are no current ASD critical operation failures on this machine. Now, if I didn't know any better, I'd say that's a message box from a virus itself, but that came with Windows, so it's not malicious. And really quick, I'm going to show you what happens if we reboot into MS-DOS mode and run these same Windows executables, but in this environment. So ASD. We see this program cannot be run in DOS mode. Of course, Solitaire. This program requires Microsoft Windows. Taskman. This program cannot be run in DOS mode. So all of these 32-bit Windows applications require you to be running them inside of Windows. They have a special handler that checks to see if you're running in MS-DOS, and if you are, it throws up this error message and quits. Now, why is this relevant? Well, let's boot back into Windows and check it out. There's your seek test for the video. Enjoy. Alright, we're back in Windows, and we are ready to run Toadie. Now, Toadie is a very fast infector. Within a matter of minutes, it will have infected all exe files on your entire machine. So it searches through the whole drive and finds everything. So get ready, we're going to run all 4 of these all at once. In fact, I'm just going to select all of them and hit enter. Ready? And go. So the 6810 byte variant one is a... I just noticed I accidentally put a double exe file extension on it, but still, it's corrupted. It doesn't work. But it seems that the other ones have, so we see some gibberish text. We see Toadie version 1.2 initializing OK. And these are both the same message. It says, files in current directory have been infected. You are strongly cautioned not to execute any of them. Ooh, I ran this in the Windows folder, so things are not looking good. Let's try running a few of these, see what happens. So Taskman still runs. How about Solitaire? We always need Solitaire. Seems okay. Alright, I can click and drag cards up to the top. We're golden. Don't need anything else. Do we still get our ding from ASD? Yeah, it seems that we do. But Toadie actually finds these exe files and infects them in such a way that it transforms their structure back into the MS-DOS exe file format. So they are no longer Windows executable files, but rather MS-DOS executable files, which leads to some rather funky behavior. Check out Calc real quick. Calc works. We might need to restart to actually see the full effects start to take place. Oh, look, Minesweeper. Still good. We got the happy face. I'm going to restart the computer, and we'll be right back. And we are back in Windows. Let's try running a few files now. Yeah, sure, do that. Alright, we got the debugger for Java running. Solitaire, still good. We're going to run the viruses one more time, because why not? It's always good to thoroughly infect your machine whenever possible. Alright, I've also copied them to the desktop, just to even more thoroughly encourage a complete infection of this machine. So I'm going to mess around, run a few programs, just see what happens. I'll cut out this part of the video, and I'll come back when something interesting happens. Alright, so something interesting just happened there when I ran regedit. I'm going to try running it one more time, see if it still happens. No, that one ran just fine. So I think regedit has now been infected by this virus. When I ran it, a command prompt window opened up with some random characters. It sort of flashed for a bit, and then regedit opened up. How about run DLL? Nothing? Alright, how about some of our dummy programs like ARP? You see there? There was something at the top, and now this window did not go away. We see finished, but it didn't close like it normally does. ASD. So there was some random characters up there. They disappeared, and then we got our familiar ding. So now I'm going to try restarting an MS-DOS and just see what happens if I run some of those programs. Alright, we are in DOS. ASD. Okay, so still cannot be run in DOS mode. How about Solitaire? Hey, it didn't tell me this program requires Microsoft Windows. It just crashed the entire PC. So DOS recognizes this as a valid DOS executable, but when it tries to run it, it encounters that Windows-based code and just dies. So I'd say that Solitaire is unfortunately infected. Are you kidding me? It just ran forever and then shows up? I was giving a beautiful speech about how Solitaire is dead, but it still worked. Well, anyway, I think the lengthy delay indicates that it is probably infected. Will we see the same thing with regedit? Yes, it appears we will. But now I know this virus is just trying to fool me, and if I wait long enough, it's going to show up and say, whoa, okay. Alright, well, it didn't say it can't run it, but it does give me the command prompt listing of regedit. So that's cool. How about you show me all the exes? Oh, that's a lot. How about paintbrush? It's delayed, so I'm assuming anything with a delay is infected. And if I give it long enough, it should say, yeah, this program cannot be run in MS-DOS mode. Well, Toadie, fool me once, shame on you. You fool me twice, can't get fooled again. So we're going to restart, get back into Windows, and check out the last of the payloads. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Windows kernel just told me it can't load and turned off the PC. If you listen closely, you can hear the CRT crackling. Alright, I was not expecting that. Let's try it again. Am I gonna have to reinstall Windows just to make this video? Well, while this boots, and while we wait to see if I will have to reinstall Windows, Toadie also has some alternate ways of spreading. One being via IRC. Okay, we'll try normal mode. So IRC, a user joins the chat. You, infected with Toadie, your computer will automatically send itself as a private message directly to that newly joined person. So that's pretty standard IRC spreading behavior. But another one is via Pegasus Mail. So once upon a time, there was an era where some people would write their emails out all at once, offline, and it would sit in their outbox, and then once they were ready, they would connect to their internet provider and send all of their emails all at once. If you were using Pegasus Mail and you got infected with Toadie, it would actually replace the contents of all your unsent messages with a copy of itself. So I guess it's sort of a virus-worm hybrid, but a much heavier emphasis on the virus part. Oh no. Well, that's something I have never seen before, but Windows is completely dead, and I didn't even intend for that to happen. So I'm going to have a quick cut here. In reality, I'm going to be reinstalling Windows for the next hour. And when we get back, we're going to reinfect the PC because there's still some things I need to show you. Bear with me. Okay, and we're back. I fully did not expect anything like that to happen. I've never encountered that before. So this is pretty unprecedented. This virus killed Windows so thoroughly, so quickly, that I didn't even have a chance to show all of the payloads. But now we're back. Let's fix it. Let's not restart until we're sure we've seen everything we need to see so that we can finish this video, finally. So this PC is now completely clean. Everything's reinstalled. I'm going to take the Windows CD out of the drive now. That's how fresh this install is. Because if we do restart, I don't want it asking me if I want to install Windows or any of that nonsense. I just want to finish the video. So here we go again. Let's run it. Okay, that's the broken one. So we're seeing that same behavior with the random names popping up. So now that we ran that, I'm just going to refresh, see if we can start seeing some of the stuff that I know is supposed to be showing here. So I'm going to make sure we can see file extensions and hidden files. So just opening up that INI file. Didn't I just show all extensions? Where'd they go? Okay, it's unchecked, right? Okay, now I can see everything. For some reason, the file extensions weren't showing up. That was kind of unusual, but I'm going to refresh. It seems things with this virus are never what you'd expect, which is pretty cool. I am honestly pleasantly surprised at just how randomly destructive this is being. So Minesweeper, still good. Windows logo, still good. Win in it, still good. Yeah, the PC's still working, but for how long is the question. Run DLL is okay. Well, while we're at it, while that works, I'm going to change the date to the 17th, and we may see a copyright message show up when we run some of these. So you see Paintbrush has lost its icon. This is what I mentioned. So now it's like an MS-DOS executable. So we can see MS-DOS name, pbrush. It's an application, but it used to have an icon, and here it is, but now it's just a generic MS-DOS exe icon. So let's see if we can see that message pop up. Oh, we're pinging. Where are we pinging? I don't know. Still not seeing it. The programs are running, but not without a whole bunch of stuff happening first. We're seeing command prompt windows popping up. Just kind of like going crazy. So I'm going to try running command and running some of these. So we'll see if we can get something to show up. We can see the title bar just going nuts when I run these programs. Well, not that time. It did before. How about Solitaire? Yeah, you can see it has all sorts of weird gibberish up at the top, and then it finally runs your program after about a second of waiting. Well, we've seen all this crazy stuff happening. I'm still not seeing the file that I'm trying to find, so I am going to go ahead and set the time now to 10 p.m. So this virus has another payload that activates when your computer's clock hits 9 p.m. and it continues until it hits midnight the next day. Now this is where it gets really aggravating. I mean, it's really aggravating that it corrupted the kernel and forced me to reinstall the entire operating system just to finish this video. That is irritating. But this right here is just malicious. So now I'm really in the mood to play Microsoft Hearts. It's late at night, I'm done with work, I just want to chill before bed, so here we go. And nothing. Huh, that's kind of weird. I'm going to refresh. Maybe I'll play Minesweeper instead. Oh, Minesweeper works, but it still has its icon. Let's find something that has lost its icon. Regedit. I need to fix something in Regedit. Let's run it. Where is it? We're getting that weird pop-up, but nothing. So here's what happens after 9 p.m. Toadie intercepts any new program that is being launched and just kills it. That is, if it's infected. I'm assuming these with the icons are still good. So Hearts too. Hearts is broken. Cannot play Hearts. Let me try real quick just to see if we can see the message that it pops up. I would like to see it. Oh, we can't even run the Toadie virus anymore because it's after 9 p.m. So, oh, that one worked. Go figure. But this one does not. So I'm assuming this is the one that infected the machine that is now disallowing you from running anything else. Yeah, it would appear that way because only this one in the Windows directory works. This is a copy of it. Does not work. It's blocked because it's after 9 p.m. Here's where yet another thing goes wrong on this video. I misread my note card in the dark. It's not the 17th of the month. It's the 17th minute. So I'm going to clear out the seconds. We're going to make it 00. We're going to run it. And we're going to see if we can see something. Here we see Telnet. But instead of running, we see Toadie version 1.2 raid from the group Slam. It's time for a reinstall. This virus doesn't know the half of it. I had to reinstall just so I could see this virus tell me that it's time to reinstall. Now, if that isn't the biggest jerk move from a virus ever, what is? So that is about it for what I can show you for the Toadie virus. It's just really mean and absurdly destructive. And it's not even trying to be destructive. It's reminiscent of Caw, if you remember that video from earlier this year. It just corrupts everything in such a way that nothing functions like it's supposed to anymore. And when I think of old computer viruses, this is exactly what I think of. Something mysterious, nefarious, that just burrows into your PC. Something really malicious, but not super in your face. Like something in your face like this message, of course, but it doesn't have crazy backgrounds for your wallpaper or anything like that. It just makes your PC miserable to use. And that, in my mind, is what it's all about. So that is about it for the Toadie Windows virus. I'm afraid to restart because I'm sure it's just going to corrupt the kernel again. But at any rate, thank you very much for watching. Take care.